Hey, I'm Dave and this is Dave Does Fitness. And the Dave Does Fitness channel just passed 10,000 subscribers. So today I thought it would be fun to peel back the curtain to give you some channel history, a studio tour, and even go over some channel stats, including how much I made from the channel in the past year. Let's go. So first of all, thank you all so much for supporting the channel. I started this channel just over 2 years ago now, and I just started it as a way to stay connected to the fitness industry after a career change took me away from my past as a personal trainer and gym owner, and I never dreamed that the channel would come this far. When it first started, I primarily focused on things like training theory, training programs, and whatever else I thought was interesting to me. And it wasn't until I started to cover the anticipated launch of the Phoenix 8, which I was really looking forward to, back in the summer of 24, that the channel got any sort of traction. That caused a major shift in the channel's content, and I started to settle into a niche of reviewing fitness devices, and more specifically, wearable devices like running watches. Now I've slowly and steadily grown in subscribers and was able to get the attention of some vendors. Now this is a huge boost because I would previously only get watches that I would be buying on my own, so it both, cost me money to obtain the review unit, and more importantly, I got them much later than the more established YouTube channel, so my content didn't catch that kind of launch hype window when something first comes out. Now I do remember that at some point I saw a channel that had thousands of subscribers fewer than I did at the time, and they had a review unit for a new watch that came out, and I thought, well, that's something. Why don't I have a review unit if a channel like this can get it? So I found some generic media emails from some of the major watch brands, and I sent them an email about my channel and myself and showed them recent viewer counts, channel growth, and other sort of analytics that just kind of showed that, hey, I'm a person that's worth getting to know and sending a unit to, not just a guy looking for a watch, asked to be included in upcoming launches. And I'd say it kind of worked out. I still need to pester some vendors from time to time to be included in a launch, and there's one big vendor that just will never reply to anything I ever send.
I feel bad for you.
I don't think about you at all.
But overall, this is kind of what enables me to keep the channel going and hopefully growing into the future. So as far as just the channel history, I mean, it's been a long 2 years of just continuously making content and being consistent. But I'd say the big lesson here is just kind of go, take action and figure it out as you go. If you're thinking of starting a YouTube channel, just do it! The thing that most people won't tell you is that when you start off, your channel will pretty much suck. It'll be bad.
Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Dave.
Content you make won't be good and many people won't want to see it, and that's fine and it's totally expected. You get better as you go. I think that I still have a very long way to go before I consider my content good, but I do think it's getting better and more refined as I go. I also took initiative to connect with people, both on the vendor side of things as well as the YouTube side of things, whenever I could. And although that can seem daunting to kind of put yourself out there and just kind of blindly reach out to people and say hi and introduce yourself, it can also be extremely rewarding to make actual connections with people. Okay, time for a quick studio tour, and this will be extremely quick because I don't actually have a studio. I have a home office, which is where I work full-time, and this little corner of it is now my studio. So the majority of my equipment is either used or really cheap from Amazon. What I'm recording on right now is a Sony ZV-E10 that I just got used off Facebook Marketplace. It's a very kind of entry-level vlog style APC camera, but it seems to do just fine. And I unfortunately broke my kit lens that it came with, which almost caused me to quit the entire channel, since at that time I had no more money to invest in a new camera and the channel had no traction. And I knocked over a tripod while it was up high, and I got lucky that the lens was the only thing that broke. But now the main lens I use for all the talking headshots and also some B-roll that I film is a Sigma 35mm prime lens. That's what I'm recording on right now. I bought that used off Facebook Marketplace, and it's like an f1.4 lens, so that's why you could see me pretty clear, but then like the background is all kind of like blurred out and kind of focuses on me. So I also have this Sony macro lens I got really cheap off eBay, and you could tell it's really cheap. I need to definitely upgrade my macro game at some point so I get better product shots, and one day could get something that looks a fraction of as good as what Matt LeGrand puts out on every single video, but maybe one day. I've also got this more wide-angle Tamron 17 to 28 millimeter zoom lens that I really don't use nearly enough. Maybe I'll film some stuff with it right now. But again, another eBay purchase. My mics, this is a Rode wireless microphone, so I'll put it on my hat sometimes, or I'll just wear it here, and there's a transmitter, and the receiver gets plugged into the camera. So aside from my main camera, I also have a couple of action cams. This is my GoPro 11, and I'll just kind of use this with a selfie stick or just like handheld during runs. It has a wide enough lens you could kind of hold it out depending on what you're trying to film. I also just got an Insta360 Go 3S, which I actually don't have in the room with me right now, but I plan to use it primarily for some kind of first-person shots. There's this magnetic mounting system with it. It's really cool, so I'll see what I can come up with, but you'll be seeing some footage of that soon. Maybe I'll even do a review video on it. Okay, now we're going true vlog style here, so you get some horrible lighting. You have to kind of see around the room a bit. So you can see right here is where this camera typically lives, and I just use my phone on one of my favorite purchases, which is this teleprompter, and you put the camera in there, and I could kind of see my script as I go. I have this little light I'll use from time to time. I've got the larger soft box lights here. I got one off on my side and one kind of on my back here. It's a cloudy day, so there's no natural light, so I have to use that one. Otherwise, I'll probably just have the window open if it's sunny. Okay, so back here, this would be, I just have some products and stuff in the background, but this wall right here, I want to spruce this up. I want to try and get something up to show some medals. I have some race bibs that they don't mean much overall. They're not famous races, but I set PRs in them, so it's cool for me. Real quick, we can also take a look into this drawer, which is extremely messy, actually. You see lots of the watches, which I'm not currently using or reviewing, some rings, some devices there. So yeah, lots of that going on. And there's also actually another drawer downstairs with the stuff I am wearing and using right now. So there's even more. I'd still say at this point in time, probably the majority of the watches and devices you just saw were purchased with my own money. I do have vendor relationships now, and that really helps the channel, but at this point in time, most of what I've done I paid for myself. Okay, so speaking of making purchases, let's talk analytics and how much I've made from this channel in the past year. So in this past year, I've put out 34 videos, and they've all been long form videos. No shorts are included in that. I've made no shorts in the last year, actually. I've gotten 1.9 million views in the last year with 19.2 million impressions and a 6.1% click-through rate. Now, I'll be honest, I spent next to no time in the analytics of my channel or really diving deep into what those numbers mean as far as how it's performing. It's doing better than it used to, but that's about what I could tell you. I don't know. Jumping into revenue now, the channel made in the last year $11,147.14 as of the time of me making this video, and that's all payments from Google. Now, that is the majority from ads, but there's also, I think it's around $600 from YouTube Premium, so mostly from ads. Now, from Amazon affiliate links, which I include in video descriptions, but I don't actively post or promote elsewhere, I just kind of passively have that there, I made around $900 on the year. From any other affiliate link that's not Amazon, I've made maybe $200 to $300 on the year, so it's not really much at all for other links, but I also don't post that many of those. So all in all, I average around $1,000 of revenue per month from the channel. I'd say when taking into consideration the amount of time I take to test, make notes, write scripts, record main shots like what I'm doing now, record B-roll like product footage or runs or workouts, and then the amount of time it takes me to edit, which is like 2 to 6 or 7 hours per video, I've made myself a really nice minimum wage job. But in all seriousness, I made this channel because I have a passion for both fitness and technology, and the sort of work I do for the channel really scratches that itch. So I'd say I don't really have a clear roadmap of exactly where I want the channel to be in the next 6 months or a year. This is still kind of just a passion project and hobby for me. I really enjoy doing this, and I'd say maybe if I were to outline a few things, I'd like to cover different types of content. So both product reviews and other types of videos that are not product reviews, or maybe doing reviews of different types of products that tie in with fitness or wellness in other ways. I'd like to expand the format of what I do, so getting from long form, maybe getting into some of the short form content or posting on other platforms, and all trying to just drive traffic to the main channel. If there's one thing I'd definitely like to do, it would be get on a more regular production schedule and try and have releases out either every week, every 10 days, even if it's 2 weeks, but just trying to be very consistent with that. I might look into getting some help editing to try and make that more of a reality, but I don't know. We'll see what happens. Either way, thanks so much for hanging out with me. I appreciate each and every one of you for your support and for making this channel possible. As always, I'm Dave, and this is Dave Does Fitness. Have an awesome day and stay fit.